All right, do that. Go there. Okay, all right. All right, we get last one. That last one. We're gonna last one in. So Edgar Casey spoke of this, and I want you to understand this. Jay, you know what? And it's like I keep saying Jay just because Jay's over there in Russia hanging out and in Switzerland, but all of us are some travel men. Man, have we got some crazy stories, and especially being a military brat. The world isn't. I think we need to understand that we need to really, really stop going with this black and white stuff and just agree, kind of like a new contract with America. With like, listen, we're just Americans, and let's just
like how everybody else does it in the world.
Let's just call us Americans in this black and white shit, because we don't like nobody else in the world. Americans don't like nobody else but Americans.
It's so
and
true.
Nobody in the world like Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's true.
And it's like
we're our own breed of people.
And we're being put against each other. And Hiawatha. I'm not sure if we discussed this before, but if we have,
wait a minute, hold on, wait, that's crazy. Sorry, I taught dance in Hiawatha, Iowa. Wow, that's nuts.
I love
it's called the Dancer's Edge.
Hero.
Dude, yep.
Hiawatha is my hero because Hiawatha fixed the whole world. He fixed the whole world, not by himself, but Hiawatha was a fierce warrior, genius. Hiawatha lost three of his daughters to smallpox and different various diseases brought in by infiltrators, and someone raided his village and stole his wife. And instead of getting revenge, he decided that he was just going to let the pain just stop with him. And it dawned on him that if he just said enough is enough, it could just stop right there, because it wasn't him retaliating wasn't going to bring his wife and kids back. So he just said, just stop. But we're in a cycle right now where everyone has to retaliate. But if everyone can just say, okay, well, let's just have a truce and just say, okay, you know what? You got that one. I agree that you got that one.
This stops here.
You won. This stops here. You won. You win. Let's just have a truce. Let's just have a truce, because if as stupid as it sounds, if it keeps doing this, it just doesn't stop. And we clearly have a system in place that keeps us at each other's throat needlessly.
Everybody judges everybody for something.
And nothing's changed. Everybody goes to the same place and eat the same thing and dance to the same music, but we didn't label them before. We went to the club and that was just it. We just went to the club. We didn't call it the LB, nothing. We just went to the club. We didn't call people what they ate. You had your food. Black people house had dinner. White people had supper.
Right.
But it was just that. And that was it. It didn't need to be discussed. But it's not an accident that they turned the comments on. They turned the comments on for us to turn on each other. They didn't have comments for us to leave on the celebrities. We couldn't watch Oprah and put comments on, oh, guess what? She's a booger wolf. We couldn't do that.
Yeah,
because
like
they know it would tear it down.
Was the tabloids.
But they knew it would tear it down. Yeah. So they opened it up and opened us up to each other.
Yeah, man.
So we just have a truce.
And look what these girls are doing. Look what these girls are doing to their bodies, these Instagram models. Seriously. A lot of these girls are already pretty. And they And then they all have the same exact body.
Yep.
I mean, it's like amazing. It's just like,
Yep.
Look what you're doing to yourself.
But more importantly,
and all of them still got low self-esteem.
Yeah, but more importantly, the Bible, when we talk about the book of Enoch, and Enoch talks about the watchers, they keep tricking us and keep getting us to think and got us thinking the watchers are the Anunnaki, but the watchers are not the Anunnaki. Like literally, what are you doing all day? What is humanity doing all day? We are watching and we're praying to this thing, this tablet. We are the watchers. And please understand that the perpetrators never ever get punished. George Zimmerman did not get punished because he was supposed to do his job. It was our job to say this is not going to take place.
And that's why he was allowed to sell and auction off the gun.
Because he's supposed to
money
do it.
off of
That
it. Is
the rule. Hitler went to Argentina. Napoleon went to an island in Elba. It's a company, it's a documentary we discuss all the time about the thalidomide crisis where they were poisoning children. All the countries, the Nazis, Operation Paperclip, all those people, they were not punished. They were given great jobs. They created Walt Disney and the CIA because the perpetrators are not supposed to be punished. The perpetrators are supposed to do their job. It's our job to stop them. It's our job to stop everything. And if we don't, we let this happen to ourselves.
Yeah, and that means, moms, you are not woke because you say, I'm not going to Disney World, I'm going to go to Disneyland. You will not believe. You will not believe. You will not believe that people really feel like they've split some hairs.
You know that Disney World has their own police state. They have a privatized, but they can govern and arrest their own police.
That's why DeSantis just took away their tax because they weren't paying taxes either.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, they had a tax exemption.
Like
and that's what DeSantis is just overthrown.
Columbia, Washington, D.C., and Vatican City also don't pay taxes. Those little...
Well, no hospitals, no churches, none of them pay taxes.
Penn State has their own police force. That's why most of your rates...
their own country.
Right. But and did you also know that Mayor Lightfoot violated her own COVID order to go get a haircut?
Yeah.
And it did not make a difference.
She should have cut her face. It would have looked good.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
You know what happened with Lightfoot? She saw Santana and was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do what Santana's doing. That's what's
yes.
I see it.
She did not nail it.
Damn, she needs a whole face bifocal. Her whole face should be a bifocal. Just a big.
I suggest she become a very, 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 very devout, like the most strict Muslim, where she just wear
a potato sack.
No. She just walking. She's just walking in the dark. I think she's just I think she should retire. She should retire. I like Chicago.
Listen. She did this thing where she did a press conference.
She dresses up like Batman. She dressed up like Batman.
She did with a face mask.
She loves this face mask.
That's what I wanted.
She's like, yes, we're equals.
Right.
We're all equals.
Some of these people, y'all, we gotta forgive because I just considered something today because of Lightfoot. Lightfoot made me consider something that some people will not let go of the face mask because this is the first time in their life they've been able to blend in.
But
face mask is also Freemason.
But she got that hairline. That hairline, man. I've never seen a hairline like that.
Me neither.
You know what? I want to say something about being deceived because the television is very clever. There's a deceiver called Loki, Loki. Have you heard of Loki? It's,
Thor's
brother, yeah.
It's Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury was in retrograde this week, and I had some weird shit go on. So now in Native American culture, my boss told me this. The coyote is a very sacred animal because they believe the coyote is sent to purposefully be a trickster and mess around with them, right? And to challenge them, but to also give them wisdom. So this is where it's weird, right? So in a sense, we're supposed to be messed with and all this stuff and like it here and be tricked and dance with it. But then on the other side, right, we're supposed to alchemize the tricks and the treats into wisdom, right? And to then speak and see it and then translate it. Again, I go to this word translation. Now the word Loki is location. If we look at the earth in Sanskrit, it's bur loka, living la vida loca. It's the pop culture. It's the codes of the songs and the rhythm and follow the bouncing ball, right? If we can't see the bouncing ball, dribble, it's the same shit, same word. Riddles, scribble, scrabble, these little board games. We have to figure out how to roll our own dice, yes or no?
Listen, I was just talking about the game, the board game Life.
Yes.
I was just talking to him about that.
Yeah, totally. Remember Stratego? That was a war game where you had bombs and shit. You were bombing your homie battle.
Risk.
The
game.
Yeah,
the game Risk.
Who's Risk about? I never played Risk before.
Even telling you, you're risking your life.
Wow.
Wow.
I just played that.
I don't know about Risk, but I feel like I've seen the box. I feel like I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah,
everyone's seen yes.
Yeah.
It has like a picture of Napoleon and it's got the red pieces and the blue pieces.
Yeah, I remember
red.
Yeah,
man. We used to love Stratego. We used to love blow shit up.
Hey, Rafa, can you pull up the date of those protests that took place in South Dakota over those pipelines? When that happened?
The day of the protest?
Yeah, it was a big pipeline. There was a big protest over those pipelines in the Dakota.
I see what you mean.
I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm just curious.
We also did a big ass number on Panama with that pipeline. Went to Panama and we Americans went up in there and we remember that shit?
Take a look at the dates. It's all there. It's all in the algorithm. Like 2013, the 2012, the Sandy Hook killing in Newtown, and 2025, as a result, they get a brand new town. Dig it.
Pied Piper, they lay the pipe. Telling you.
Yeah, 2016.
Around here. I was born to slay demons and so were you.
Apparently. And let me tell you, all we were trying to do was avoid and just stay in our little peaceful little corner.
But that's the thing that we're talking about, that we can't. When you have truth in you, you have light, you have that, and it's in your bones, it's in your heart, it's in your structure, it's in your core. Like, we're out here to share light and share truth and connect. You understand what I'm saying? And
it's exhausting.
What did you say about your 29, Rafa? Didn't you say something about 29 and you had mentioned something?
One of those
one of your algorithms.
Yeah, so in 2029, the plane's gonna hit the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, because that will be the tallest standing building unless something else takes over before now in 2029. So what is it, 2022, in 7 years, y'all about to see the event that's already happened in the present, in the past, and now it's gonna happen in the future, because that's how it works.
I literally just watched that X-Men the other day.
X-Men, that which come, yeah, we just watched it.
But I watched
Apocalypse.
But I watched the other one too, the past, future, whatever. That one too.
Man.
It's too many words.
Man. Man, that's
I'm sorry.
Interesting. The plane is going to hit that Berkeley. And what's going to be the result? What's going to be the result of it hitting?
That, brother, I don't know. All I just know is that if these palindromes, these isometric formulas are consistent, and they have been, this one here is going to play out the same way, because numbers don't lie.
Well, I know that Dubai, I know that the slave train they got going through there is crazy. Like, they stealing Nigerians, and I mean, it's
they try to
crazy.
kidnap me when I was in Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, they got a gravy train going over that joint. Like, I mean,
they try to get you to the airport. They send Nigerians after you and try to get buddy with you and be like, "Are you from Nigeria?" And if you're from Nigeria, they ask you your passport and they sell you. They sell Nigerians for $400 in Dubai.
Yep.
But also Dubai, man, remember the old world order, gentlemen, is oil. It's oil, right? And did you say in 29, they was going to hit the Burj Khalifa? And that's going to be an event like the last one, another Wall Street, Eastern Wall Street. Did you just tell the world about the Eastern Wall Street, brother? Accidentally? I'm sorry if you didn't want to say it.
I don't even.
Do you understand?
I don't even. I don't even know what I said. I just put a. I'm talking about planes and buildings and what's gonna get hit next. So y'all heard it here first, but it's
All
not
right,
something that I'm taking claim. It ain't something I'm taking claim to. This is just how the simulation is working.
Terrifying.
Listen, we're not gonna air this one. We're gonna air this one later. We're gonna air this one. We're not gonna air this one. Don't air this one. For y'all, not for us, for y'all. But you understand, listen, your algorithm, you just found your algorithm, because when you mentioned the 29, I'm like, wait a minute, 29. The algorithms I was talking about was for the towers and for the Wall Streets. So you're saying 29, something should happen with Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa, their Wall Street and everything of it is oil. So you get them, then their oil was the new world, at last new world order. It's breaking. So the new world order is breaking the same way it got here, gentlemen. So it's the oil. And everybody's trying to go over to what? We're going over to digital, electric, blah, blah, blah. We're leaving oil.
Even money. You're not even gonna have money.
So the people who based their economy on the old world order, which was being driven by the oil and not coal. Now there's a new energy, because all of it is about one thing, energy. So yes. Oil is dying, so they are killing oil. But they've so understand that event that you said is the other, not Wall Street. It's the Arab Wall Street, brother. You just told us about the Arab Wall Street. Wow. This is fantastic, because I didn't even have to say it.
It's scary.
But I didn't have to say it, so you said it. But you were thinking.
Hold up, you pointing your finger and laughing. Hold up. So what did I say? I'm still not understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not understanding. What did I say?
We were talking about the algorithm between Black Wall Street and the September 11th terrorist attack. Both of these represented the largest economic infrastructure of these communities. Black Wall Street was Tulsa. Wall Street and 9/11 was Wall Street for America. And you said, according to that pattern, in the time it passed, the next event should happen in 29. So you're saying that a plane is going to crash to the Burj Khalifa. Well, if that happened to them crashing into our Wall Street there, then their Wall Street there is going to suffer. Their Wall Street is what? Oil, right? Iraq, oil, right? Old world oil, right? So how are they going to crash Dubai? They're going to crash it the same way they built it. We're doing it to ourselves. We can stop it though. And you said it. I didn't want to say it. I just said it. I didn't want to say it. I wasn't going to say it because it's scary.
You know the thing about it, this is the thing about these subjects and these things that we're bringing out, is that these things are going to play out. There's it's no controlling whether I talk about it or don't talk about it.
They gonna think this is some final destination.
We can fix it. That's the thing. We can fix it. If you do not do what they're programmed to do, you're able to write your own story. So you don't have to do what they tell you to do. That's how Hiawatha broke it. Because the energies that harness this thing, the Lightfoots of the world that want to see constant wars, when she literally tweeted that we need to bear arms and we need to start an insurrection because of Roe versus Wade, that is an obvious fight. She, on her second anniversary, she was inaugurated as Booger Wolf of the year. She had a day where she
Like, this is one thing I can say though, when it comes to these formulas and these patterns, these things can't be changed. These are things that are set in motion. Now, us being immortal beings, knowing that we're divine, that we're just in a meat suit, we can change and construct our reality to the event that's already been set in motion. I don't know if that makes sense. You see what I mean?
That was a lot. That was a lot. I got to tell you, I'm still kind of tingly from what we're talking about, to be perfectly honest.
She had a no whites only media day, Lightfoot, where she would not allow any media outlets who had white people to interview her for their day, and only wanted to let people of color interview her that day. And she did that as a part of diversity.
In the name of diversity.
You understand? That's what the devil do to you. And being a Booger Wolf don't just mean you're unattractive. Booger Wolf is a couple of things.
It's an overall attitude.
It's a whole general way of being. And most importantly, in order to qualify for a Booger Wolf, you have to be born under the harvest moon.
Damn, what the hell? What the hell?
Y'all know about astrology.
Hey, y'all ever heard of Gordon Lightfoot?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah. This is interesting. Yo, bring up his face. Bring up Gordon Lightfoot and look
Gordon
at this.
Lightfoot. Let me see him. I want to see him.
Yeah, show this Canadian musician. Looks like a goddamn ghoul. He looks like Stephen King on goddamn.
They're gonna be related. Listen. Because you know that all of that slavery and stuff, it started up in Canada. The massacre started up in Canada and came down here. So listen, it's all the same people. I'm telling you, these are the snitches. I'm telling you.
Look at it. Where the hell did you pull this one from?
I know my shit. Have mercy.
That's a Booger Wolf.
Wow.
No, that's scary. That's a demon or something. What is that?
That's a demon.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You know what? You know what? Hold tight.
Those are your low-key bloodlines. These are the bloodlines of these people that want us down here doing this shit. Look at that face. That's the crypt. That's a crypt keeper.
And what's his date of birth?
Yes, look him up. Oh my God.
What's his date of birth?
Let me go back.
Oh my God.
He's a Scorpio.
That's the thing.
What's his date of birth?
No, he's not a Scorpio. He's November 17th, 1938.
You know what? Whoa. That was the date of the last harvest moon. That's a Booger Wolf.
He's so stupid. Yeah, isn't there another character though called Lightfoot? No, that's Littlefoot. The cartoon. That's Littlefoot.
Now look here.
Wait a minute.
You got Buzz Lightyear. You got Bud Light.
Oh no. That was scary.
Yeah,
that was really scary.
Listen now, you got Carol Ann coming to the light now. Talking about oil. They're getting us with electricity and the manipulation of copper. Copper in Afghanistan, Mezainak. They're out there too. China, I told you about that. The land of copper, the Buddha, the ancient Buddha, they're blowing up that shit. To do what? To take the minerals and to distract us from what that's all about. Letting go of this whole shit, letting go of our false reality and not even taking it seriously. They don't want us to have a proper, let's just say, relationship with the ancient, right, understanding of how to silence all the noise. So apparently bacon eating happened because of all the flesh eating. So they're like, well, you should be eating bacon then. And then they had to stop the bacon eating because then they realized, well, they're still thinking about eating humans. So we were doing some weird shit you see what I'm saying here? There's a weird pattern here that has got us in a just a serious maze of hell. And so what system is the best? What religion? We need to have a system. We just can't have a book. We can't have sutras. We can't have a Quran. We know we can't have a Torah or a Talmud. Those don't work. So what is the thing to do, right? Well,
Yeah,
You
it's
two-
ideals. It's ideals.
Okay.
It can only be ideals because then you don't deal with religion, you don't deal with race, you
No
don't
egos.
deal with
No egos.
yeah.
There we go.
Just say,
Just
if we
ideals.
let's say we can all agree that a 10-year-old is not consensual and cannot marry until a particular age.
Yeah.
If we can agree to do certain things, like ideals that this society believes, that everybody on this line believes that a 10-year-old cannot have consensual relations with a 40-year-old. Now, there's people who disagree. Guess what? They can go over there.
Yeah.
And we don't even have to talk to each other.
Right.
But our children
Form
are
new
safe,
covenants.
you know,
Form
and
new covenants.
yeah.
And you know what people don't realize? People don't realize that the power of the vote, they're voting issues that are being brought to them and forgetting that they can bring the vote to the people. And this is a big country that America plays. America could save itself if America just called a new vote and said, hey, instead of letting the system control our resources and our land, we are going to vote that we divided up equally amongst Americans.
Sure.
No one gets mad at that.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Instead of trying to change the energy within this broken system, we just got to go back to source and to the beginning and be sovereign. Once
Yeah,
everybody,
we just left.
you understand what I'm saying?
We
Sovereign, yeah. Just
we
being,
went
yeah, being sovereign, just recognizing who you are, the power that our heavenly creator gave to us, and just to get along with people. You know what I mean? Because we can have a million and one different type of solutions for these broken systems, and it's still going to be broken. We got to get to a place of sovereignty, understanding who we are and who
My
our
whole
brethren
thing
and our
is
sister.
the
You
people
understand what
in
I'm saying?
charge need to be at least arrested.
Man.
I mean, arrested. You know, like you know how it goes when like we do something, like regular people, when we do something and it's just an accusation.
And I'm gonna disagree. I don't think that people should be arrested.
I do.
I don't, and you're talking to a person who's made a very comfortable life from prisons. Here's a crazy fact. I've always been anti-prisons. I think prisons are the devil's creation. I think prisons have never made sense. I think that if you put a person around a bunch of people, they're gonna start acting like that. So if you put a skinny person around 20 fat people, they're gonna get fat. Well, if you put a person around a bunch of criminals, all you're gonna do is just make more criminals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the way none of it makes any sense. But
no, it doesn't.
But more than anything, you don't suppose to put a person in a cage. You do not supposed to put a person in a cage. Like, I don't know why people like you don't suppose a person is not supposed to be in a cage. Like, do you understand how many people are wishing death on me right now because they don't understand that you do not supposed to put people in cages? Like, you understand, as a time capsule, this is 2021 where people think they're smart. Is that 2021?
22.
Whatever year we're supposed to be in, she said we're in. I'm gonna trust her with the 2022 crap that she's saying. I want you to understand that people think that they are civilized by putting other people in cages. You're not supposed to put a person in a cage.
And I agree with that. And I second that. But I suggest arrested just on the mere fact that let's at least address that these people are a part of this. So they should not be responsible for us.
100%.
Some sort of process needs to take place.
But see, the thing is, I agree, but I respectfully, but here's the thing. They didn't. And what I'm saying is, we know they did it and they're doing it. And what I'm saying is, it's got to stop.
Yeah.
So let it stop with us. we are broken, all of us, physically, mentally, everybody on this conversation are broken. And us getting back at everybody in X, Y, and Z isn't going to fix what's broken with us in particular. So if we just say, fuck it, truce, and we just start over. The people who did that dirt, let them go. Let them go, and we start over, because we all are part of it. We all were agents. We all did it. And, you know, we didn't touch children or nothing like that, but we all had a job, and we all thought we were doing the right thing. And we all compromised. All of us compromised. We all lost ourselves somewhere along the way. All of us. So if we can all collectively agree that we have all lost our way somewhere along the path, then we can all collectively agree to say, you know what? It's not fixing things by doing retaliating. So let's just say, all right, let's just have a truce and just say, okay, you know what? Let's just stop this right here. And if you're doing harm to people, when you got people in cages, look at yourself and stop it and set them people free. Because if we're truly being honest, the people in those cages are in those cages because of their pediatricians.
Mm-hmm.
We know how
the doctors kept us sick.
They knew how many prisons are built in the 80s based on their vaccine rates.
And did you guys see Cloud Atlas?
No.
It's I mean, you should probably watch it, but Tom Hanks, Halle Berry.
It sucks.
It's not really a great movie, but you should watch it, right?
Great information.
Yeah. But
I hate Tom Hanks keep injecting himself into stuff. And it's like, yo, if we're gonna get in this stuff, man, at least work out.
Well,
I hate that he don't even try.
But he don't have to, because he's a part of the whole thing.
I know, but it's like, man, don't wear his shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if you're gonna wear a shirt with
an open one at that,
do a push-up.
He don't even hide it. That's why he went to Greece.
So basically, Cloud Atlas, the doctor kept this guy sick.
Grease lightning.
The entire time. Like the doctors throughout history, even in the artwork that we've shown you guys, you see the doctors are keeping us sick. You understand the Hippocratic Oath? The Hippocratic Oath does not even talk about curing.
It's just
treating.
No curing.
It's just so literally down to their oath. So when they say, I have an oath to do this, no,
tell the truth. Yeah. It's not to cure you. It's just to
and
treat
it's to push medicine. It's to push that. That is their job.
But understand this, we have to do it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And if
that's why you got so much paperwork.
If the things that is like, if you go contrary to what you are and do not do what the programmer wants you to do, and I mean the low things that you do, you get to choose and write your own ticket.
Yeah.
Like, I am a Scorpio born on 11/11. I am the most aggressive person I know. And I just have to be disrespected all day long because I refuse to let you make me turn into an animal. Even though my heart is an animal because I'm hurt. And I don't care how beautiful you are or how many mamacitas or how good you smell, I refuse to let you take me away from my, what's the word? Like, path and my
mission.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm going to love. I'm going to give away stuff, and I'm going to make people beautiful. I'm going to send Miss Lightfoot a bag for her face.
Well, I have emotion. I have an honest emotion. Listen, I really feel like we are back in, what year was that? What year was that when Malcolm X did the Ballad of the Bullet?
64.
64? Okay. And we are right back. This guy was screaming this in 1964.
He thought things was about to get better.
Yeah.
Because of all of the independence of the African nations and Liberia and these places was getting their independence.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was their time next.
Yep.
But
He believed the UN.
He didn't realize that the United States, all of our Black organizations are infiltrators.
So all I'm saying is he was telling people back then, keep your ballot in your pocket because it's no good.
Yeah.
It's no good. Do not vote into this system at all. It's the demon. It's the devil.
And it makes you do it to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm watching it happen here with these people down here because they're innocent.
Yeah, you are attached to whatever bills, even though, because we all know that their bills that they pass are crap. We all know it's
Replace your ballot with a damn shallot.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Is that a shallot?
It's a shallot.
Shallot. Thou shalt not kill. Shame on you, Christians. Shallot. Yes.
Yes.
The Swedish
No, absolutely.
Charlatans. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, are y'all kidding me? You really gonna act like no one's life has ever changed because of a different president? No one's circumstances ever changed.
Look, we got 1 minute left. I want to first thank all of y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
It was
coming
real.
In the audience, we thank you guys, brothers and sisters who are watching. Any last words? Any last words?
Hey, listen, this felt really good, gentlemen.
Yeah.
This felt really good.
Just think about what you're fighting for, you guys. Just think about
at some point it's all gonna end. We leave this. We leave this and we need to prepare it for the future. Okay?
Exactly.
Give someone something, give them the wisdom and show them the proof. Use your phone to educate someone about themselves as opposed to their eyes stuck in the phone.
And my point is, knowledge isn't power. Apply